Holiday World is one of the best amusement parks in the Midwest. This family-owned park features a variety of holiday-themed lands and a small but award-winning coaster lineup. You have two wood coasters that have placed atop the Amusement Today Golden Ticket Awards, another wood coaster that may be the best in the world for laterals, the world's first B&M launched wing coaster, and some fun non-coasters. But along with the amusement side, you also have the beloved Splash and Safari water park. This is the main reason many locals visit the park, and it's not hard to see why. It features not one, not two, but 3 different water coasters, plus a bevy of other tube slides, many of which have ranked quite highly on water slide polls. So in this video, I will rank the top 15 rides and water slides at Holiday World and Splash and Safari. This video will not include any defunct attractions because all my visits have taken place since 2017. Starting off this list at number 15 is Crow's Nest. This Zamperla Starflyer isn't too tall, as it's just over 6 stories in height, but it was placed nicely. The ride is located atop a hill next to Thunderbird's Immelman, so it not only offers nice views of the B&M, but you can also look down the hill towards the rest of the park. The spinning isn't too forceful though. The ride is all about the views. Number 14, Eagle's Flight. These classic Bishroco flying scooters aren't run the fastest, but if you know what you're doing, you are able to get some light snapping and the park will not stop you. I can't get enough of the thrill of the tubs bouncing on these rides when I get a successful snap. Number 13, Zoombabwe. This Pro Slide family raft slide is the world's longest enclosed water slide. Standing 10 stories tall with nearly 900 feet or 274 meters of slide, this is a very long attraction. It's not the wildest water slide, but you have some quick dips in total darkness combined with a seemingly never-ending length to make it stand out amongst the genre. Number 12, Zynga. One of the earliest Pro Slide tornadoes, this water slide features a thrilling plunge into a giant funnel that can give a little pop of airtime. Then it's always fun rocking back and forth in that oversized funnel. There isn't much else to the slide, but that main drop carries the experience. Number 11, Cheetah Chase. The newest of the park's 3 water coasters is all about speed. This unique racing slide is designed to have some near misses to get your competitive juices flowing. You launch out of the station and zip through the layout. The uphill ascents are swift, and they all comically dump cascades of water on riders at the top. Then the ride maintains its speed through the saucer turns. This one only has a single pop of airtime in the finale, but that's not the ride's focus. I have a separate review in this slide, as well as the park's other 2 water coasters, if you want to learn more. Number 10, Liberty Launch. This S&S drop tower may be small in stature, but it packs a punch. The launches are pretty forgettable, but you get 2 abrupt and strong bursts of ejector airtime atop the tower. The ride's view isn't as good as you'd expect due to the surrounding trees, but this double shot is all about the airtime. Number 9, Frightful Falls. This Hopkins log flume starts like the classic old mills with a long dark tunnel. This leads into a short outdoor bit before traversing the ride's lone drop. It's not overly steep, but it's still fun, and the resultant splash offers the perfect amount of wetness on a hot day. Number 8, Raging Rapids. This Hopkins River Rapids ride has some of the weakest rapids of the genre. They barely send more of a trickle of water into the raft. However, this ride is elevated by the auxiliary water effects. You have multiple geysers along the route, plus an unavoidable waterfall that is sure to soak everyone. Plus, I also like the cave and western facade you pass through. Number 7, Gobbler Getaway. This Sally Dark ride is quirky. It has the 2D aesthetic of the Boo Blasters attractions, but this one has a unique theme. Riders take aim at turkeys, not to shoot them, rather to call them, or at least that's what Holiday World says. You'll have the gun's gobble stuck in your head for days, but the ride itself is super fun. All of the targets seem to work, and the ride's finale is a riot. Number 6, Wildebeest. The park's original water coaster has been named the best water slide for the past decade in the Amusement Today Golden Ticket Award polls, and I can understand why. This Pro Slide hydromagnetic water coaster moves through the long layout at a good clip, and there are several spots of airtime, particularly the 2 super steep shed drops that offer some of the best airtime possible in a water slide. Number 5. Mammoth. This is yet another ProSlide hydromagnetic water coaster, but this one features a much different raft design. Mammoth forgoes the inline seating typical in favor of a circular raft. This creates a more dynamic ride experience as you spin throughout the attraction. This is another long ride. You have some weaker spots of airtime off the turns, but the highlights are when the uphill segments are immediately followed by a plunge. This results in some scary sustained floater airtime, especially for a water slide. I know Wildebeest usually gets the awards, but I think Mammoth feels more out of control and offers a more unique experience. Number 4. Thunderbird. Contrasting beautifully with the park's trio of wood coasters, Thunderbird is a launch Bolger and Mabillard wing coaster. The ride's magnetic launch is great between the theatrics during the pre-launch sequence, the lack of a countdown, and the element's force. Then the layout holds its speed better than most wing coasters. The first 2 inversions have some force to them. Then I love the ride's finale with the floaty 0G roll and the crazy hang time on that final barrel roll, especially because it's preceded by the near miss in the barn. I have a review in this coaster, but I'd love to see B&M build more launch coasters like this in the future. Number 3. Legend. This sprawling CCI wood coaster may be the best in the world for laterals. Almost every turn pins riders to the side of the train, and then the ride's famous double helix offers 15 straight seconds of some of the strongest and most sustained laterals of any ride. But Legend also has more to offer. The ride is a super unique setting, rocking through both the water park and woods, and then the ride has some airtime, particularly on the 4th hill and the return run. I prefer wood coasters with a greater focus and airtime, which I noted in my review, but Legend nails every other department with flying colors. Number 2. Raven. The original wood coaster at Holiday World may be short, but it is an action-packed joyride through the woods. This CCI creation is front-loaded with airtime, particularly in the back row on the first drop and the legendary 5th drop. The latter is one of my favorite drops on any coaster, and it delivers a violent pop of ejector airtime. The second half feels untamed as you careen through a series of turns among the trees. The sense of speed and laterals during this section are incredible. While there is a pretty big gap between number 1 and number 2, Raven is still a great coaster in its own right, primarily because of its pacing and sequencing. And coming in at number 1 is Voyage. This is my favorite wood coaster in the world, and it's not hard to see why. This Gravity Group creation is a masterpiece. The outward leg feels like a hypercoaster with the awesome first drop and the giant camelbacks. The far turnaround is a devilishly twisted spaghetti bowl with sudden ejector pops and sudden turns. Then the return run is a flurry of bunny hills down the hillside while also weaving side to side for some laterals. This coaster is nearly 1 minute and 45 seconds of pure, unrelenting action. The pacing is unreal. The way this coaster holds its speed start to finish while constantly blasting riders out of their seat is matched by very few coasters. Voyage is a marathon in the best way possible, and this ride has a case as arguably the best night ride in the world. The ride feels totally out of control with barely any light as you zoom through the woods. All of Holiday World's wood coasters have aggressive layouts, yet the park's maintenance team keeps them running in tip-top shape. That's most apparent with Voyage because of its length and ambition. I have a separate review in this world-class coaster, but it alone is worth a trip to Holiday World. So that is how I rank the top 15 rides and slides at both Holiday World and Splash and Safari. What are your favorite attractions at this Indiana theme park? Do you rank the rides similarly? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. If you enjoyed this countdown, I'd appreciate it if you gave this video a like, and you considered subscribing, because there'll be a lot more roller coaster and amusement park videos here at Canopy Coaster. Thanks for watching.